you've got questions, well, we have the man to answer those questions. Jeffery Levine from Buckingham. Jeffrey, welcome back to another episode of Pass the Hammer.
Good to see you, Bob. Good to be
Good
back.
to see you too, Jeffrey. Like always, inbox is full. Here goes. I have 3 inherited retirement plans, 2 of which are 403B plans. I've had them for 3 years now. Can I still convert them to a inherited Roth IRA? Is it the same method as converting an IRA to a Roth IRA? I've researched a bit on this topic, and you are the only ones talking about this particular strategy. Everyone else focuses just on the 10-year rule for drawing inherited IRAs. You guys rock.
Nice. All right. Well, first off, thank you for that compliment. And second of all, the answer to your question is yes, you can convert an inherited plan to an inherited Roth IRA. So that would include an inherited 401k, an inherited 403b. Any of those plans are eligible to be converted to a Roth IRA. But here is the wrinkle. Oftentimes, you can only do an all or nothing decision. A lot of plans will say if you want to take your money and do a direct rollover, and it does have to be direct, no 60-day rollovers, has to go right from the inherited plan to an inherited Roth IRA, then oftentimes the plan will say you can take it, but if you take it, you're taking it all. So you might have a decision as to, do I want to pay tax on all of these dollars all at once right now, or am I better off spreading them out over the remainder of, in this case, it sounds like the 10-year rule is applying. The second thing to consider, though, is that the reader or listener said that, hey, I've got 2 403Bs, and it sounds like an inherited IRA as well. Well, this is going to sound really, really ridiculous, Bob, but the 403Bs can be converted directly from a 403B or an inherited 403B to an inherited Roth IRA, but not the inherited IRA. Inherited IRAs are not eligible to be converted to an inherited Roth IRA. So those are kind of like the Roach Motel, right? Once you got dollars checked into the inherited IRA, they don't check out other than if you're just taking a regular distribution, but no conversion privileges at all for those dollars.
Right. Now, he says he doesn't want us to talk about the 10-year withdrawal rule, but in the case where you convert the 403Bs into a Roth IRA, there would be no longer any 10-year rule that applies to those accounts.
So the answer here is it's not yet 100% clear how that would work based on existing IRS guidance, but it would appear that you would continue to have whatever RMDs you had previously. There is some grayness to the rules right now as to whether or not some individuals need to take RMDs within the 10 years. If you have those requirements to begin with, I'm not sure that converting to a Roth necessarily gets you out, because the way the proposed rules say is they say if someone died before their beginning date, their required beginning date, which is when they would start to take RMDs, then there are no distributions in the 10 years. But if someone died on or after their required beginning date, once they had started to take RMDs, that is, then their beneficiaries would. There's not a provision in there that says, hey, if you convert to Roth, you're eliminating these. So I think those would actually continue to exist for those individuals. At least that's the safe route. Now, if mom or dad converted during their own lifetime, then they would have died before their required beginning date, because there is no required beginning date for Roth IRA owners during their lifetime. So a little bit of a nuance there. Again, I can't say that with definitiveness because we don't really have that yet from the IRS, but that would be my best guess at this point, and certainly the more conservative of the 2 ways to go.
Right. The good news is if they are taking RMDs from their inherited Roth IRA, it won't be taxed as.
That's right. It should generally be tax-free. Exactly. Yep.
Right. Well, I don't know about you, but I think you answered the question thoroughly, at least certainly to my satisfaction.
No, it's a good question. We love conversion questions. And if you'd like to convert your question to an answer, give us a shout. Email us at askthehammer@buckinghamgroup.com. Again, that's askthehammer@buckinghamgroup.com. And Bob and I look forward to tackling your question real soon.